So I've got two news for you, two very good news. One, I'm right here at Skymeet Motors, Victoria Island, Lagos. And two, the new flagship of the Mercedes-Benz range is finally here. Mercedes calls this the big one. So grab some popcorn, flip that your phone into landscape mode, and give some respect, and give it up for the new Mercedes S-Class. Now, if you take a look at my right hand, you're going to see the old S-Classes. And when you come down to my left, you have the new one. Now, there's been a lot of upgrades on this new S-Class. Now, let's talk about what's different here. Okay, starting with this. You have a different key. Now, this is one beautiful, looks minimalistic, but looks really, really nice to hold. And it doesn't feel cheap, one bit. Now, this even looks like a very, very, very aerodynamic speedboat. And there are just few buttons on it, an elegant Mercedes badge. Now, what else is different here are the grills. Now, this has gone a lot bigger. Down here, you have the camera. What else is different? The headlights. Now, this has a unique LED signature in the headlights. And I'm going to talk more about this in depth in this video. Now, this looks really beautiful. And there's a lot of tech into it. So I'm with the S500, and you don't get those beautiful flush door handles, and you don't also get the rear wheel steering, but it's still an S-Class. Still as super executive and as luxurious as ever. So let me tell you a little secret. Do you know that 9 out of 10 S-Classes all come as a long wheelbase, just like what I have here with me? Why would you buy a Mercedes S-Class as a short wheelbase? Why pay so much and not have enough space at the back as a boss? Who does that? So this also features the 21-inch cool looking alloy rims. On the older generations of the Mercedes S-Class, the highest you go was 20. So 21 looks really, really cool. 22? Now, I don't think you need 22 inches. 21 is just fine. Come to the back, let me show you something. Now, you get different looking back end than the previous generation. What I really love about this is how the headlights is kind of smaller. I love the chrome accents also, and it just swoops around and holds tight onto the car, down to the side with intricate LED you have inside that looks really magnificent. You can see like up to 200 or 300 kind of standing crystals, and this makes the light shine really, really bright, even during the day. S500 badge, come down here, you know, normal Mercedes, fake surround. But when you look inside, you have 2 exhaust pipes here and 2 on the other end. So now, for me to open this, I can just swap my feet under here, and it should open. You have 550 liters of trunk space right in this trunk. So this car is a very, very long car, and that's why you still have enough trunk space even when this eats into it. That's the storage compartment and the kind of long sitting space you have right at the back. So what's in here, you have more space underneath, and underneath you get some tools. You get a Mercedes, some Mercedes bags and a first aid kit. You get some nettings here, and this just to hook down the grocery bags. Take a look at this beautiful looking headlights. Now, I love this cool blue lights that you can see. And what's even more cool is that this has 1.3 million tiny, tiny mirrors that can project light beam precisely to wherever the car wants it to go. So you have full access to using these headlights. Now, this would prevent it from dazzling onto incoming drivers. This would also be able to project images in front of you and directions if you're using the augmented reality inside. This is one nice feature, and I really, really love it. Now, you also get this camera, Okay, so this car has a 360 camera, but the one right in front of you is going to help you, take a look at the road, look at how rough it is, and it's going to adjust the dampers and give you the smoothest ride you can get in any car. Come see this. Now, this car is looking really sleek, and you get just few body lines, and one that is really, really visible is the one that runs all the way down from the back right down to the front of the car. You also get cameras here, you get cameras right up here, and I love this chrome bits, the side skirts, that goes all the way through. Now this car has one beautiful look, one really elegant look right here on the outside. But this doesn't really tell the story of this car. It's just like chapter 1. Let me take you on the full chapters. Let's hop on to the inside of this S-Class. Now this is one expensive and luxurious car. But one thing I don't like is this. Now these doors are really, really huge because of how long the car is. So when I'm inside the car, stretching out to close it becomes a big deal. If they just put that Rolls Royce button on and it closes up, it would have been really perfect. Except you have a chauffeur or a driver, then closing this will be easy for you and that shouldn't be a problem. One other thing I noticed, which is really, really funny, is if I open this door halfway, it closes itself. I don't know why the hinge is not holding it halfway, that when I open it and I don't want to close it yet, the door just does its work by itself. It takes its time though, but that's very, very silly. But I'm going to leave it open because this place is kind of dark. We're inside the building, so let me leave it open for lights. Now, this is, how do I even define this car? Mercedes has taken their time for the past years to perfect the S-Class, and I've been in the S-Class, the 2018 S-Class. There's a lot of difference here, and this is just the pinnacle of refinement and luxury. I also love how this cabin is all lit up. Now you have lights down here, you have lights here, you also get ambient light in here, and ambient light in here, ambient light near the back. So even at night, this car is going to look like it's going to be all lit. You have the lights are really, really bright. Come see the ambient lighting. Come see. I love how it is. Like you have the strips going on, and you can choose from a 64 range of colors that you can put right here in monochrome and even single colors. And one more cool thing is when you change the temperature of this car, you're going to see how the ambient lighting changes also. Oh, now this interior looks magnificent, sublime. What word can I use? Fantabulous, terrific. Like this is one of the best looking interior I've seen in any production vehicle. This just tells how luxurious this car is. Wow. Now, Mercedes has changed the way the instrument cluster and the infotainment screen looked in the previous generation. It had just one long screen that just stretched all the way to like this point and it was divided. But no, they threw that one out and now they have just an instrument cluster right here and a huge 12.3-inch OLED infotainment screen. Now this looks really beautiful. I think Mercedes should give it to Tesla because Tesla Model X was like one of the first cars to get a really huge screen, but they did it even better because this looks better and well positioned than the Model X that I reviewed previously. Now let me put on this car. You see the true beauty of this car. Now step on the brakes and you have a start button right here, and it's not here like you get in the previous generation. Now, like I said, there's been a lot of changes in the previous generation. This is just a completely new design and stats, and yeah, that's a really quiet cabin there. Let me decrease the fan speed so it doesn't disturb me. And yeah, take a look at this. What do you think about it? Do you love this interior? What do you think about it? Leave a comment down below. Tell me if you prefer this big screen to the old one that was here in the previous generation. Now, if you're enjoying this video, I'll advise you to subscribe. Why am I stuttering? You subscribe to this channel. This is Giddy Cars. I do car reviews of really, really cool car content and really cool cars just like this. So smash the subscribe button and smash the like button if you're enjoying this video. Now let me take you on a tour on the infotainment screen. Now before that, let me just drop my key here. And let me drop my phone here because the phone is low and there's a wireless charging pad inside here. You also get two USB-C ports that are glowing and two cup holders, and I can just close this back. Yes. although the gloss black is still here, so it still takes a lot of smudges from my hand, but no big deal. Now, when you come here, you have a really, really responsive screen. Now, there are 4 ways for you to unlock the screen when you put it in the car. You can either use a password, you can use your fingerprint right here, and it's gonna beep. You can also use voice recognition. It can recognize your voice and it's gonna put it on. And it can also use the camera you have right in front of you for facial recognition. So this is a very, very high-tech car. And to unlock this, will give you 4 options. And I think it's really, really useful. Now this screen is a 3D screen. You can put it off. It also has Wi-Fi, really responsive screen. And if I'm driving and I don't want to be distracted, I'm on the steering, I can do this. I can always swipe through this. Let me go home. So you see, this button right here is like a touch pad, so I can just keep swiping through. And you're gonna look at how I'm changing options right here. And that's really nice. And I can just select by just clicking on it. You see? And I can just click on back to, and I can click on home, and it just does everything. If I don't want to use this, I can also do everything here. I can click, select, and I can also go back and do everything. Now I love how this ambient lighting looks. You have a range of a lot of colors you can choose from. Now this is green, and the green looks really cool, and it'll even look better at night. And now see one cool thing that this ambient light can do. Now when I go to my climate control and I decide to change the climate, if I increase it, you're gonna see some red light bars glowing, like see how it's flowing. Okay, look, let me decrease it. You're gonna see blue is just going all the way, and it's trying to show me that yes, I am changing it, and it's blue because I'm changing it to make it cool. When I increase the temperature, it changes to red, and now you have the red ambient light going all through, and it's what's really that small touch of details is really, really cool. And now it's back to green. One thing that's also changed also are these AC vents. The last generation had circle, round AC vents, but this is all rectangle. Or is it square? Rectangle. Now it looks slicker. Take a look at this right here too. It looks better. What do you think about it? Do you prefer the round AC vents to this? If you do, leave a comment down below. Now let me take you on a tour on this instrument cluster right here. This display is on classic right now, and I can choose to change the display with this here. When I click on home here, you see options. So let me just scroll down to the end, which is understated. And when I click on understated, it changes. This one here too changes. You see? When I change it to sports, you can see it's gonna change here, it's gonna change here. I think I really like the sports. But what I prefer the most is this, exclusive. Select. Now exclusive looks really nice. I've seen this on a TV, and this whites really, really looks nice. Now let me just put it back to classic, and you can even choose the map option. Yeah, you can even have your map here while you're driving. Now this 3D, this has like a 3D kind of screen, so you wouldn't be able to see it well on camera. But me right here, it's showing you like a kind of 2 screen. So even if I move my face here, or move my face to the left or to the right, the screen is kind of following. It looks like it's following me, and it looks really cool. Although it looks somehow in my eyes, so I think if you have eye problems, like maybe you might really have issues. So I just leave it. Let me just put it off. I don't really like it. It's a cool feature though. If you need it, you can actually just select it. So let me put it back to exclusive because I really like how this looks. Now when I pop up this cubby space right here, now this feels, nothing in here feels like cheap plastic or a very, very bad material. Everything is quality, right down from the metals to the leather. You see all-stitch leather steering wheel. So this Napa leather right here feels quality. Here you have 2 USB-C ports. So there are a lot of USB-C ports inside here for charging. That being said, I love this wooden trim you get here. It also comes around here. It's not shiny at all, and I like how it is. It's all matte, and it looks like the wood from a very, very, very expensive and very, very special tree, because I like the way it feels. Take a look at this soft touch material here, and you also get a heads-up display right here. These seats feel really comfortable, just like the ones you get at the back. There are 19 electric motors to control these seats, back, front, lumbar support, and everything. And 4 of them are dedicated just for massage. Now you can put this in a lot of ways to your comfort. Now there are some other things inside the car, inside the seats, that are called exciters. Now exciters work hand in hand with the stereo system. Now like when you're playing music, it gives some kind of vibrations in the seats and it makes you feel like in the song, like when you're playing music and it's like I don't even know what I'm trying to say. So it works with your audio system to give you that first-hand experience of the music or your radio, anything that's playing right here in the stereo. All these small details really make sense. And I know what Mercedes is doing it to this S-Class, and that is why this is the pinnacle of refinement and luxury. I'm gonna keep saying that. I love how everything is packed in here, really arranged. Now this is a 3-liter straight-six turbocharged engine, and this puts out 485 horsepower. Wow! For a car this heavy, for a car this long, I believe that's just enough power. So guys, what do you think about the Mercedes S-Class? I think it's just really nice. And I think it really worth your money no matter the cost of this car. So this is Giddy Cars. I'm done with this review. Make sure you hit the subscribe button if you love this car. How about you rate this car over 10? 1 to 10. What rating will you give it compared to its competitors like the Bentley, like the BMW, or the Audi? Do subscribe, go follow Giddy Cars on Instagram, and I'll see you next week.